I'm Steve.
And I'm Les.
And this is another episode of Tabletop Tastings, actually a special episode of our Sip and Play. Les, where are we?
I am super excited today, Steve, because we are at Scotch Ponder with the owner-operators of this establishment. Guys, what's your name?
Simon Savard.
And Scott Van Schindel.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right, Les, what did we play today?
Today, we played the 1 to 99 player game Flip 7. Flip 7 is a quick-paced card game where players play a single card at a time, and you either say hit me or you say pass, and you get a card. And it's a race to 200 points. However, as cards flip, if you get a duplicate or a double, you're immediately out. So you go around the table playing cards individually, and you either say hit me, you say pass, and if you pass, you lock in with the points that you have. If you say hit me, you keep going. And the name of the game is Flip 7, so if you get 7 unique cards played in front of you, the round automatically ends, and you get a bonus 15 points. But there's a few other little cards in the mix to change things up. We've got freeze cards, which immediately stops anybody of your choosing from playing, and they lock in with the score they have. We've got flip 3 cards. They're crazy, because you can choose any player to flip 3 cards on. Will you get a duplicate or a double? Probably. And then you've got plus cards, which up your score, and that ×2 card, which if you've got a high value hand, is very, very rewarding. This was your first time playing the game. What did you think of the Flip 7 card playing game experience?
Yeah, I thought it was great. It's really the kind of game I would see myself playing at a board game cafe. Pretty quick and fun.
I thought this was awesome because you're your own worst enemy in this game. It's not a very hostile, like any card that you play against anybody isn't, it can benefit them just as much as it can harm them. So you're not going to make enemies, and nobody's going to be flipping the table. You're really gambling against yourself, and it's a really fun, quick game. Really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, good. And like they've said, all the main points, easy to learn, easy to play, doesn't take a lot of thinking. So it's a great spot for something like where we're at, Scotch and Ponder, where you're having a couple of drams and you just want to play something quick and easy.
Yeah, and it's a push your luck game. And it's always that line of, I want one more card because I want the points for it. Or that decision of, I'm going to be safe and lock in with what I have for it. And if you're a card counter, you can, there's 12 12s in the game, there's 7 7s in the game. So high numbers, there's a much higher likelihood of you busting, but you can still bust on the lower numbers as well. Yeah. Now, one thing that's not push your luck is the drink that we've enjoyed with our playthrough of Flip 7. Simon, do you want to tell us what we enjoyed for our drink here today?
Yeah, so today we had the Soll'd Fashion. So there's
Hold on.
Yeah.
A Soll'd Fashion?
Soll'd Fashion.
Soll'd Fashion, okay.
That's right. There's a concert in Ingersoll on August 23rd that's put on by Studio 73, and it's a free concert, anyone can get in, and it's supported by local businesses. And so one of the things we've done with the team there is we've done a cocktail where the proceeds from the cocktail go towards supporting the concert, and this is what we had today, the Soll'd Fashion.
Excellent. How about we go back to the making of the Soll'd Fashion?
All right, you ready for this, Les? Step. We're using some local maple products for this cocktail. So we got the maple sugar on the rim, and you'll see that the garnish involves a maple leaf as well to go with the theme of the concert. Recipe is 2 ounces of rifle rye, made in Alberta. Then we got 1 ounce of Averna Amaro. So this is kind of a twist on a black Manhattan. Then for the sweetener, we're actually using some maple syrup that's aged in rye barrels. This is made in Guelph, Ontario. So just 7 mils of that. Maple sugar leaves. Then we're going to go in with a squirt of orange, and just like that. Yeah. Cheers.
So there you have it. One of the things I love about an old fashioned is you can change it up so much. You can change it up by using Scotch, or you can use rye, you can use bourbon, and then just with a little bit of differences in the bitters and even just what you're using. I love the sugar Any of those
Now hold on,
changes
Steve.
it up a
Hold
little
on,
bit.
Steve. There's some controversy around the sugar on the rim. Scott, would you care to talk to us or walk us through this sugar controversy that we have?
I think that while the sugar is amazing, we might want to adjust the way that we put it on the rim so that my fingers or my hands don't get as sticky as they have been so far. But other than that, it's a perfect addition. It's a great rim. It adds so much to the sweetness and the pairing of all the flavors. It works really well together. I think that we might want to just adjust how we apply it to the glass. But other than that, chef's kiss.
Okay, so if we had to pick one, now there may be some biases here. If we had to pick one, the game of Flip 7, or if we had to pick the Soll'd Fashion, which of the two do you prefer?
I'm a big fan of the cocktail. If it's playing with you guys, I'll play the game all day.
Aw, that's touchy.
Yeah, I'm with Simon, especially because the game didn't make my hands sticky. The cocktail did. The company that we're with, I'd play the game. You know, I can get the cocktail anytime, but I'd choose the game over the cocktail.
The experience is what we're always going for, and so it always makes a difference who you're playing with, and that even changes the drink that you're having with it. Either it's going to be a cocktail or a whiskey. Your perception of that changes drastically with who you're playing. So I agree with you guys on that point. However, I am going to take the Soll'd Fashion over the game. I love this. It is fantastic. And Old Fashioned is like one of my biggest things that I love to get. Any restaurant I go to, I always ask for an Old Fashioned, and sometimes I'm let down because it's just not made well. But if you come to Scotch and Ponder and ask for an Old Fashioned, and specifically for the Soll'd Fashion, you are in for a special, special treat. I'm taking this over the game.
And you know what, Steve? I think I have to agree with you. Flip 7 is a fantastic game for quick play sessions. It's great because you can play with any number of players that you want, and it plays really, really quickly. However, a maple leaf placed on top of your ice cube that melts as you enjoy the drink is pretty hard to beat.
Yeah.
One thing I know for sure is I think we've learned a very valuable lesson today.
I think we have, Les.
And that is, if you're going to play the 1 to 99 player game, Flip 7, you want to pair it with.
Well, you want to come down to Scotch and Ponder, and then you definitely want to get yourself a Soll'd Fashion to go along with it.
My name is Les.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Tabletop Tastings.
That it is.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2 and 2 here. We've got to settle this. I say we play Flip 7 for it.
There you go. That's awesome. Very good.